So we have ventured out to Tooele County today, to the original Tooele Hospital. Well, actually scratch that. This would be the second Tooele Hospital. This hospital was built in 1953. Construction on it began in 1949. That's why the current tenant, Asylum 49, called themselves Asylum 49. This is a premier haunted attraction here in the state of Utah. It's been featured in at least 2 movies that we know of. The Stand with Molly Ringwald, and The Fastest Indian with Pat Morita, Mr. Miyagi, and what's his name? Anthony Hopkins, that guy. This hospital actually is considered to be one of the most haunted places in America, if you believe in that sort of thing. It was the hospital here in Tooele County for about 50 years, opening in 1953, closing in the early 2000s. Until the Mountain West Medical Center opened up out here in Tooele County, this was it. We're going to go in and take a look inside at what is now Asylum 49, the haunted attraction. Okay, so one of the lesser seen areas of the Asylum 49 hospital building would be, of course, the basement. There's only one way in, there's only one way out, so they bring you down this very ominous staircase by special invitation only. If you are really into being scared, they will bring you down and they will subject you to the most horrifying experience you could possibly imagine. So let's go take a look at the basement. They've got the old blueprints to the original hospital. So I'm assuming that a lot of this stuff is like just artifacts from the hospital.
Yeah, everything here is original. All those beds, side tables, that's original from when this was a hospital. A lot of the medical tools.
A lot of the original infrastructure of the hospital still exists and is used in the haunt. This right here would be the original boiler from when the building was first built in the late 1940s, early 1950s, and it's still here in the basement. Which it's a non-functioning boiler.
No, it functions.
It actually works. All right, so here we are snooping through the basement, and we find this room marked reserved for the employee of the month, which apparently is a chair that is deep in the catacombs of the Asylum 49 hospital. So, of course, we got to go find it, right? We've got somebody's lab in pathology from 1993 going on here. There's got to be some sort of HIPAA violation going on here. Who brings 6 boxes of old medical records down into a deep, dark basement and says, this is where these are going to go from now on? This is the employee of the month.
You can stand up straight.
Okay. So this is what they call the employee of the month chair. And there's some wire ties on the thing. I assume those are for good use.
We have not touched this. We've sat in it. We have not touched this. This is what it looked like originally in 2006 when we came down here.
What is that? Listen. I don't think we're gonna pick this. Looks like you're about to do a grand opening at Sears.
Oh, you want me to?
How do you always say like the most dated things?
What's a Sears? So this would be where The Stand, the movie, was filmed, but that was filmed here. So here we go. Oh, thanks. Just like anything, there are multiple layers to a building and why I love it and why I love featuring it on cool stuff. And that is the part that it is and the part that it was, right? So you can see that it is a haunted attraction and a very good one at that. But then you can also see what it was. And I love seeing that as well. Like the 1970s and 80s style wall coverings and chair rail. The vast majority of the props that you'll find here at Asylum are actual hospital equipment that was left behind when the hospital closed and everybody just up and left, which somehow only happens in schools and hospitals. Anytime you go into an old school or an old hospital, like one day they just close it and they're like, all right, have fun being a haunted house. We'll see you later. This is creepy in its own right. Like, obviously it's creepy because, you know, it's full of dead people, but it's also creepy because of what it used to be, right? So like you're in here and you're looking up at like the floor tiles and the old lights that are only half working. Okay, we're gonna go check out the incinerator, which is obviously not part of the attraction. We're gonna go off the edge of the map here. This would have been where, when this was a working hospital, this is where they would put things like used bandages, soiled bed linens, anything with blood or, you know, tissue samples, stuff like that. They would toss it right down in there. And is there a clean out valve down there? Screw down to the bottom, see if there's anything left in there. And there's still ashes in there, dude. Oh no. Oh no way. Looks like mostly paper. So there was a hair sample in this bag at some point. We'll just... Sam, do you have any of that? Big thanks, of course, to Kim, the owner, Dusty, Bryce, and Glenna for helping us out today, our creepy clowns, and for giving us a tour both on stage and off of what is obviously a very cool haunted house. Asylum 49 in Tooele. Visit them at this website. They're open September through November till 10, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday and Saturday they're open till midnight. So make sure you comment below, tell us what you want to see next time on Cool Stuff in Utah. Like it, subscribe it, and we will see you next time.